I've already got a plan, and it's right here. I've already added it for you. The only thing you need to do is, if you did not finish all your programming and your documentation pieces, then you might have to add some revised information down here. So like if you didn't start 5 days ago, then you probably are working on a plan that was not 5 days long, but it might be 4 or 3 class days long, and you can adjust that down here. Then I've pulled over from before what you had in your draft of what tools you were going to use and what materials you estimated using. If you need to, you would make revisions in a section right here below this. Then the next part, as you fill out different skill sets that you used, here's some of the technical skills that you used based on some of the tools, and then you would state how you use them here. You're going to make a copy of your work log and place it here. Then you're going to add a picture in this section, and you do not have to annotate it, but you do need to add a description and an explanation there. And then here you're going to write down some changes and modifications that you did. Let me show you what a couple of your peers have finished. So this is one of the 7th graders. They stayed with the timeline. They are finished. They didn't make any changes to the materials or tools that they had used. They added that. They wrote about how they used several of the different tools. So that section's completed. Here they've copied from the work log, making sure they got the dates and the images. And you can see that they've got their pictures and they've been explaining what they did. And then in this section of C3, they did add a finished picture of their micropet, and they did go ahead and annotate it, but it's not required. The description and the explanation is required here. And then they wrote about the changes they made. Here is another student, so you can see the differences. Again, they followed the plan. So this person will be able to delete this, and I will go ahead and do that for them. Here's their tools and resources. Nothing changed there, so they can delete that. They again wrote about the way they use the tools and the technical skills. They've copied their work log. And then here they've added a picture of the finished micropet, and they didn't annotate, and you can see that they've added the information of the description and the explanation below it. And then they talked about 2 modifications they made, and they are finished. So what they are doing is they're already moving on to D1, which is starting their testing mode. So this is how you complete C. Some of this can be done from home if you get behind, but all of C needs to be finished. It will be a grade in Skyward by the end of this next week. Hope that helps.